Week 16 of the fantasy baseball season. Here's a few pitchers I would buy and trade for this week. The first pitcher, Framber Valdez of the Detroit Tigers. First season in Detroit. Not that great for Valdez, but he's still eating his innings as Valdez. Strikeout rate is down, and the ERA is up as well, where last season he was in the mid-threes, and this year, 4-6 record, 102 thirds, 78 Ks, a 4.29 ERA, 1.38 whip, and 9 quality starts. In the last couple weeks, he's really struggled. 11 innings, 0-1 record, 3 Ks, 7.36 ERA, 1.82 whip. So the control's been a little bit of an issue for Framber Valdez of late. I still think he's a good pitcher, and we know this Detroit Tiger team, they're going to be sellers at the deadline, headlined by Tyreek Skubal most likely getting traded, and it's just been a down year after last season was a good year, obviously, for the Detroit Tigers. So right now, while Valdez is struggling, even though he's on a bad team, I still think he could go out there and get things going for fantasy owners is Framber Valdez. Like I said, he's still going deep into games, already 102 thirds on the season for him. He just hasn't come up with victories and not pitching great, giving up runs. June 22nd versus the Yankees, 6 innings, got the win, 4 hits, a run, 2 walks, 8 Ks, a quality start. June 27th versus former team the Astros, 6 innings, no decision, 9 hits, 4 runs, 2 Ks. And July 2nd at the Rangers, 5 innings, got the loss, 9 hits, 5 runs, 2 walks, a K in that one. So his next outing looks like it's going to be Thursday versus the Athletics, where their struggling team as well is Oakland on the year, where they're 8 games under 500. So the American League isn't great this season for the most part, but Valdez, he's struggling mightily. And like I said, this Detroit Tiger team most likely going to sell with the deadline, 10 games under 500 and 5 games out of the wild card. But like I said, Valdez, he's got good stuff. He's still going those 6-7 innings per game, just giving up runs. Walks and hits have been an issue for him of late, is Framber Valdez. So definitely someone I would try to buy this week, because if he, let's say he does get traded to a contender or something, is Valdez, where his contract after 1 year is an opt-out, even though I doubt it, but still over there in Detroit, traded regardless, I still think he could turn things around, and I don't think in one season he's going to lose a lot, is Valdez, where last year was a great year for him, and this season so far, a mixed bag of results. Next pitcher, Hunter Brown of the Houston Astros. So we know Brown, he missed a lot of time, but he's been back now the last 3-4 weeks of the year on the season. 29 in the third, 1-0 record, 35 Ks at 3.38 ERA, 1.36 whip, and 2 quality starts for Hunter Brown. So Hunter Brown, one of the better pitchers in the league. Like I said, he missed a lot of time early in the season, and since he returned in the last few weeks, 18 and 2/3, 0-0 record, 18 Ks, a 4.82 ERA, 1.55 whip, and a quality start. So right now, well, he don't look 100%, and he's got to get his location down. It's Hunter Brown. He's a perfect buy low candidate, because this Astro team, I know they're 3 games under 500, but that NL West is a weak division where the Mariners are in first, only 3 games up, and they're only a game and a half out of the wild card. Like I said, the American League might be weaker than the National League this season. He returned June 26th versus Detroit, 5 2/3, no decision, 3 hits, a run, 3 walks, 7 Ks. June 22nd at the Jays, only 3 innings, 4 hits, a run, 2 walks, 4 Ks. June 28th at the Tigers, 6 innings, no decision, 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 4 Ks, a quality start. And July 4th versus the Rays, 4 innings, no decision, 6 hits, 6 runs, 4 walks, 3 Ks. His next outing looks like it's going to be Saturday at the Texas Rangers here for Hunter Brown. And like I said, well, they're in the race as this Houston Astro team. Even 3 games under 500, this is meaningful baseball still for Hunter Brown and this Astro team. So like I said, he's not going deep into games as Hunter Brown. A lot of pitches he's wasting early in these counts and getting pulled by the 3rd, 4th inning in some of these outings is Hunter Brown. But he's too talented of a pitcher. This will be his 5th start back in the rotation now for Brown, and I think he'll get things going. And then you get another nice little break during the All-Star break, and then after that, go from there. So I think Hunter Brown right now, well, he's struggling, and it's a mediocre matchup at the Texas Rangers coming up. Definitely a pitcher we know the upside and what he could bring fantasy owners. And while he's not doing much of late, definitely a buy low pitcher this week. Next pitcher, Gerrit Cole of the New York Yankees. Last week he was on the list, and this week again I'm going to put him on the list as Gerrit Cole. So this Yankee team, they're not playing great, obviously, of late. With Aaron Judge out of the lineup, it changes a lot of things for them. And Gerrit Cole, we know he missed all last season with the Tommy John. He's still breaking his way back into things, I believe. 42 2/3, 3-3 record, 41 Ks, a 4.01 ERA, 1.20 whip, and 3 quality starts. In the last month, 24 and 2/3, 2-2 record, 27 Ks, 5.47 ERA, 1.42 WHIP, and a quality start. So like I said, Gerrit Cole, I still think he's a talented pitcher. He's got to work his way back to where he was obviously a couple seasons ago. And now with the All-Star break coming up, I think that obviously can help Gerrit Cole and this Yankee team regroup. But if they could finish off this series after winning the first game versus Tampa Bay, that could be a big help for them as well. The last few outings, June 22nd at the Tigers, 4 1/3, got the loss. 9 hits, 5 runs, a walk, 5 Ks. June 27th at the Red Sox, 5 1/3, got the loss. 7 hits, 4 runs, a walk, 5 Ks. And July 3rd versus the Twins, he had to wait a while for that rain delay. 5 innings, though, he got the win. 5 hits, 2 runs, 7 Ks. So Gerrit Cole not going deep into games of late. He's only gone 6 or more innings 3 times since he returned to the rotation is Gerrit Cole. And tomorrow, crucial matchup, like I said, at the Tampa Bay Rays, where this Yankee team's trying to catch him. They got the win in the first game of the series. We'll see what happens tonight in the second game. But Gerrit Cole, like I said, the All-Star break can help Gerrit Cole and this Yankee team regroup. We'll see if he goes out there in tomorrow's outing at Tampa Bay and has a good one versus obviously the best team in the American League so far this season. And like I said, Gerrit Cole, he's a gamer. He's a guy that always has that hunger to go out there and be the best pitcher in the league. And right now, while his numbers haven't been great, definitely someone, if he just finds it, that's when he could really go on a run and help this Yankee team and fantasy owner. So right now, well, he's been pitching mediocre since he returned to the rotation after injury. Definitely someone I would buy this week. Next pitcher, Tanner Bibee at the Cleveland Guardians. Tanner Bibee, it's been an up and down season for the youngster, and this is a young rotation, but I like the arms in this rotation. Gavin Williams, Tanner Bibee, Parker Misick having a good year. Joey Cantillo starting to get it going for this Cleveland Guardian team. On the year for Bibee, 106 1/3, 2-9 record, 84 Ks, a 4.06 ERA, 1.14 WHIP and 10 quality starts. So Bibee, we know he's not a big strikeout guy. Even last year, it didn't even average 1 strikeout per inning. And that ERA and win-loss record ain't great for Bibee. In the last couple weeks, 17 innings, 0-1 record, 6 Ks, 4.24 ERA, 0.94 WHIP and 2 quality starts in the time. So like I said, this Guardian team, it's been a pretty decent year for them to be 3 games over 500 with Jose Ramirez missing a lot of time this year. It's pretty good, even though obviously that AL Central isn't the greatest divisions, where they're only a game out of that and a game and a half up in the wild card. So Tanner Bibee, like I said, it's been a mixed bag of results for him on the year. June 24th at the White Sox, 6 innings, no decision, 3 hits, no runs, a walk, 3 Ks, a quality start. June 30th versus the Rangers, good game for him, 7 innings, but he got the loss, 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, a quality start. And July 5th versus the White Sox, he got banged up in that one, 4 innings, 6 hits, no decision, 6 runs, a walk. Okay, so like I said, the K rate you're not going to get from Tanner Bibee, but he pitches in a pretty weak division in my opinion in terms of teams hitting the baseball. Tigers hitting isn't great, Royals isn't great with the Twins this season, and he's a guy part of a nice young nucleus of a rotation over there in Cleveland. He's got good stuff. All these pitchers for the most part in this rotation have good stuff. And right now, well, he's not pitching consistently as Tanner Bibee. I think he's a guy as well, the All-Star break could help him, and then in the second half, he could really take off. He was one of the best pitching prospects in Major League Baseball a few seasons ago. Last year, he had a decent year, 12-11, even though the ERA was a 4.30. So actually, his ERA is lower this season than it was last season for Tanner Bibee. But like I said, I think he's a guy that could kick it into another gear. Right now, he's just treading water a little bit, is Bibee. Definitely a pitcher I would buy this week. In the final pitcher, Bubba Chandler of the Pittsburgh Pirates. So Bubba Chandler, he's a pitcher with great upside. And we heard last season even that Bubba Chandler's a guy that maybe has better stuff than Paul Skeens, even though I don't know about that. On the year, 89 2/3, 3-8 record, 79 Ks, a 4.82 ERA, 1.44 WHIP, and 2 quality starts. In the last couple of weeks, 15 2/3, 1-1 record, 10 Ks, 5.74 ERA, 1.72 WHIP for Bubba Chandler. So he definitely has good stuff, but like I said, I'm not going to say he's got better stuff than Paul Skeens, and he's been erratic at times. A lot of wasted pitches in ball games we've seen from Bubba Chandler, and it's just been an up and down year for him. June 25th versus the Mariners, 5 1/3, got the win. 5 hits, a run, 3 walks, 4 Ks. June 30th, the Phillies 6 1/3 got the loss. 7 hits, 5 runs, 2 walks, 6 Ks. And July 5th, the Nats 4 innings, no decision. 6 hits, 4 runs, 4 walks. So the walks have definitely done him in of late, where he's got 9 walks in his last 3 outings. He's only had 1 quality start in his last 6 outings as Bubba Chandler. But this Pittsburgh Pirate team, it's been a solid year for them, considering where they've been over the last few years. They were only 3 games out of the wild card, 1 game over 500 on the season. And Bubba Chandler, he's definitely a guy that I think could go out there and help fantasy owners. Like I said, I know he's been inconsistent. I know the walks have been an issue for him of late as Chandler, but still, he's got good stuff. And also, as well, this Pirate team's still in the hunt of things. And if they're going to want to win ball games and try to make one of these wild card spots, Bubba Chandler, they're going to keep putting him out there and not have the kid gloves on him. So with those factors, and like I said, he's struggling right now, still a pitcher with good upside. Definitely someone I would buy this week. That's a few pitchers I look to buy and trade for week 16 of the fantasy baseball season.